Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about the music in the movie Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It's a movie directed by Gareth Edwards and it stars Diego Luna, Felicity Jones, Mads Mikkelsen and many more. The score is composed by Michael Giacchino, who is an Academy Award-winning composer, but it has some themes from previous installments from John Williams, so he has also the credit on this score. So let's talk about the music in the film. Like I said, John Williams also has a credit on this score, but it's an original score by Michael Giacchino, with some certain themes from previous installments. In previous installments, John Williams put some great music in his movie, and those were arguably the best film music in history, so Michael Giacchino had certainly a big task to do. For a score to be considered successful, it has to blend in with the movie great, and it has to fulfill the overall quality of the movie. But for a Star Wars score to be considered successful, it has to do another thing, and that is to feel like a Star Wars score, you know? Like for example, an electronic score would not work in a Star Wars movie. It would just not feel like a Star Wars score. In that sense, it has to do two things, to fulfill the movie and also feel like a Star Wars score. And that is Michael Giacchino's biggest achievement in this movie. It's a good score, it fits into the movie overall, and it feels like a Star Wars score. So in that sense, Michael Giacchino did a great job. The biggest complaint for the Force Awakens score was that the music for the action scenes were not good. And I tend to agree with that. But in this movie, the action stuff is really good. And the emotional stuff, you just feel when you need the emotion and you feel the action also, which is a great thing. So for the action and emotional stuff, Michael Giacchino did a magnificent job. Now for the negative stuff, I have a few. I don't have the problem with the music itself. I have problems with putting music in some scenes. I just don't think that the music for certain scenes works for me. And it's pretty obvious. It doesn't put you out of the movie, but you know, you kind of notice it, and that's a problem. And I think that they didn't think things truly enough for certain scenes. The other negative is that Michael Giacchino certainly put an effort in creating themes for every character. Did it work? Well, yes and no. The themes are there and they work for every character. They're meant to be. But you know, they are not as memorable as, to say, Yoda's theme or Rey's theme or Princess Leia's theme or the Force theme. They're just themes, you know, and that is kind of a problem in Star Wars universe. But they're okay. Now one thing has to also be said. Originally Alexander Desplat was meant to score this movie, but because of schedule difficulties he had to drop off, and Michael Giacchino came in the last minute. The reports tell that he had only 4 weeks to compose this score. So to compose the score for any kind of movie and have 4 weeks, it would be a huge problem, but for a Star Wars movie it's an even bigger problem. It's like running a marathon with a bomb attached to your leg. It's that silly. And like I said, I don't have a problem with the score itself. I have problems with certain scenes and the music in it doesn't feel right for me. And I think that they didn't have enough time to think things through. Overall, Michael Giacchino did a great job with this score. It's a Star Wars score, it feels like Star Wars score, that is really important. And I'm gonna give it 87 out of 100, so big thumbs up from Michael Giacchino. So this was my review for Rogue One, a Star Wars story. If you want an in-depth analysis of the score, you can find it on my Facebook page. I put the link down below. And if you like it, click the like button, comment what do you think about the score, and we'll see you next time.